No, I'm in the dark too. You know what? It's beautiful to be in the dark because you know what you can see better in the dark? Light. So, a bitch has been through a lot since the last time we saw it. Last time you saw me or heard me, I was raging against the machine, which was raging against, oh my God, a kid walking to the bus stop. Nostalgic. She's looking at me like, oh my God, that girl's crazy. Anyways, I'm focused. But yeah, last time you saw me, I was raging against the machine. I had just quit a job at a cafe. It was crazy. It was a crazy time. So much has changed since then. Already told y'all, graduated from college. Woo, 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 woo. Comparative Women's Studies major, coming from Virginia. But regardless, I graduated college. I studied abroad. Oh my God, broke up with my girlfriend of 2.5 years. Everybody give Naima a round of applause. A lot of people prayed for that moment. I did too, but I am stubborn. So that happened about a year later than it should have, honestly. But that's okay, because everything in the universe happens for a reason. So finding your fire, what does that mean other than a fire-ass title? Thank you very much. Yeah, other than that, I was in a class with one of my favorite professors of all time, Cece Kelly. A cat is walking this way. I hope it comes into the shot. Anyways, with one of my favorite professors, Cece Kelly, and I was asking her, I was like, okay, I want to be the best dancer I can be. Tell me how I can be this. What can I do better? Like, dame la luz. Like, tell me what do I need to do? And she's like, Naima, when you were a freshman, because when I was a freshman, I was dancing, y'all. Like, I had such a busy dance schedule, freshman, fall, and spring, which is exactly what I wanted. But it literally, I burned myself out of dance and I stopped dancing as much because I was doing too fucking much. I did 2 senior capstones while being the first ever assistant rehearsal director of Spelman Dance Theater. Hello. And then the fall semester, I was one of the only, there's only a couple of us freshmen in Spelman Dance Theater, and I was also freshman year in college. Like, I was like, oh, you're gonna dance? Because I knew I was gonna miss competitive dance, which I did, and sometimes I still do, but I wanted to like compensate for that time, and I overcompensated. Ya tú sabes. Regardless, you already fucking know. Tu déjà sais. You already know. In every language I know. Guys, next one I'm learning. Should I learn Italian first or Portuguese? I'm thinking Italian, but I just watched Eat, Pray, Love this week, so maybe that's swaying me a certain way, right? But right, I break up. This is the detachment part of the video, one of the triple Ds. Broke up, and basically what had happened was, I'm gonna give you the short and quick of it because this is going on the internet, and the internet is forever. But what happened was, I realized sometime, like, I studied abroad in Barcelona, and as my like wheels like landed on the tarmac, I just started having like this really, really intense like internal spiritual journey. And I was reading my journal at the time, and I literally wrote, I was like, I think I've outgrown this relationship, but maybe like we can grow together or whatever. And then at one point I went through a depression, so I was like, okay, the only reason why you want to break up with her is because you think that if you break up with her, like, it'll isolate you, because depression isolates you. So I'm like, okay, let me not do that. But then I think it was September 3rd, I'm in rehearsals, tech rehearsals for my first ever professional theater show. I wake up that morning and I'm like, there's a voice inside of me that tells me, they're like, you have to break up with her. And I listen. And I listened, because that voice was screaming at me in Barcelona, screaming. And it's also, I had a different realization when I was there. I was like, Naima, you spent most of your adult life in love with someone. Because freshman year fall, I fell, and then stayed fallen for the same person until I got to Barcelona. And then Barcelona, I wasn't in love with anybody. Like, it was beautiful. I was in love with Barcelona. And I was like, wait, it's so nice not being in love with anybody. I want to do this for a long while. So we've made a commitment to ourselves. Hold me accountable. If you see me in a relationship before I'm 24, hold me accountable, because I'm promising myself I will not get in a relationship before I'm 24. That doesn't mean I can't fall in love, but I'm not doing that. Like, no, I'm sorry. 2.5 years, I served my time. I need a break. I need a break. I need a break. I need time to sit under trees. Like, I can't do that. I can't do that right now, guys, like, genuinely. So that is detachment. There's so many other things I could say for detachment. Having to detach myself from Spelman, because that was such a place that I loved, and like the music room, or there's a memorial that I love to go to, or the freaking garden, or the women's center. Having to detach myself from that, because detachment is the root of all suffering, right? So the second you detach, you get rid of a lot of suffering. But it's not easy. Like, nobody said it was easy. I think Alyssa Liu said this. Somebody probably said it before her too. You connect with everything, but you attach to nothing. It's what I'm working on right now, guys. Give me a breather. And then disenchantment. So I started college so fucking anxious. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, people used to describe me as anxious. They'd be like, yeah, Naima, she's anxious. And that used to irk me, because I was like, I hate being described by one of my like weaknesses. And my mom had always like seen that in me. And before I was born, this African traditional practitioner told my mom, like, you're gonna have a really anxious kid. And so she locks in. I thought that this spell was $2,000. Apparently it was $600. Still a lot. But he sends us over a $600 anxiety spell. I think when I was either a sophomore or a junior, shit worked. Worked overly well. Like, I'm not scared of shit. Like, I feel like Olivia Holt and Girl versus Monster might be a deep pull, but it's the opposite, where I have to remember that anxiety is also something to keep you safe. Because, for example, I ride the MARTA alone, I go clubbing alone, I've traveled alone. I've been really blessed, like, honestly. Like, saying that all together, women before me could not say that, Black women before me couldn't say that. African women right now can't say that, and I can, and that means a lot. But yeah, disenchantment. Got disenchanted from the relationship, disenchanted by from anxiety. So I'm overly unanxious right now, and now we're trying to bring it back to a medium where, like, I still have common sense, right? Right? Okay. And then let's think, what was the triple D? Detachment, disenchantment. We're gonna come up with this. Well, I'm gonna tell you how I found my fire, and then maybe next episode I can reveal the triple D. I should have written it down, guys. But sometimes you gotta work on the noggin. Finding my fire. Yeah, my dance teacher, Cece Kelly, she told me, I remember when you were a freshman, you dance with more fire. And now I only see fire in like glimpses. And I really, that broke my heart. Because I was like, dance is one of my favorite things to do in the whole wide world. And now I don't do it as well as I did when I was 18. And I'm 21, 22. It made me sick. So I was like, oh, we're getting that fire back. And an evil Sagittarius told me that I didn't have a backbone. Evil. Oh, bachata. Anyways, peace and love to her, whatever. Told me I didn't have a backbone. And that was something that really like bothered me. Like I woke up every morning, I was like, do I have a backbone? And then I was like, the fuck? I've been with myself for 22 fucking years. Birth to now. I've been with myself in the womb. And I'm gonna let somebody else tell me about me. That's a day vote. That's not happening. Not happening. I actually do have a backbone, and I'm just a kind person. And I think that some people who aren't kind view kindness as weakness, and I don't. I think it's genuinely my biggest strength, is that I have a really big heart. And yeah, again, vate de vote, love and light. If you don't know what that means in French, it means I love you. It means I love you, babe. So yeah, that's what that means in French. Okay, that is the episode, guys. Next episode, we're gonna talk about my top 3 experiences cussing a man out, like my favorite ones. And we're probably gonna title it something like my favorite times I yelled at a man. 3 times my favorite. Y'all are gonna love that one. I think I even have some video evidence. You're gonna love it. Apparently when I get pissed, my finger goes up like that or like this. And the words that come out of my mouth, prepare yourself. Bitch ass, cunt ass, pussy ass bitch. Some like repetition, some alliteration. Cunt ass, bitch ass, hoe nigga. And we'll talk about the rest in the next episode. I honestly don't give a fuck. Like, I overly don't give a fuck, because I remember the last episode, people were texting me, calling me, emailing me, being like, Naima, if you keep going and saying your shit, people are genuinely like, you're not gonna get a job. You're not gonna get a job. You're gonna have so much trouble getting a job. And I'm gonna be annoying right now. I got a job at Princeton that summer. I've had some of my favorite jobs in the past couple years. I volunteered at a feminist action space in Barcelona that had several levels, and on the top had a garden. And if you were a cis man, you couldn't go past the first level. Oh, I'm fine. So yeah, next time, babes. And do y'all want to see the tree?